We're going live. All right, I think we are live. Hey V, how are you?
Hey, Bo, how are you?
I am well. I am well. So we're building an audience right now, and we'll see who starts to come on. If you can
Okay.
hear me right now, and you want to get a one-card reading from both of us tonight, now is the time to say. If you've been here before, you know what to say. Me
Uh-huh.
in capital letters and your first name. So if you're
Yep.
hearing this, type me and your first name. I'm only going to write down 8 on the list because otherwise we'll be here all night. Oh, I gotta drink some water. So
And I just pulled up the live so I can
looks
keep
like
up.
6 people
Uh-oh.
already out there. Gene, hey Gene, what's up?
Uh-oh. Hold up. Got back. Okay, there we go. Nope. Sorry. Got back.
Hey Pam. So Pam, you are number 1. Pam, you are number 1. Gene,
Hey, Huff. Hey,
Huff, you
Pam.
are number 2. Gene, if you want one, you got to say me. Bonk, I love it, bonk.
Ah,
You got to say me and your name. Me and your name to get on the list. So, Christine. Yep, Christine, you're number 3.
did you get Huffy?
Yeah, I got her. So, I got
Okay.
Pam, Huffy, Christine,
Yep.
Jean. Got you, Jean.
Okay. So
Hello. Amber, you are number 5.
Hi.
Make sure I'm not skipping one. Hey there, Brenda. Hey, Shamara.
Did you get Amber?
Amber, yes.
Okay.
Me, Cha. Okay, Cha, you're number 6. I got space for 2 more. Brenda 7. Brenda, you can't have 7 and 8, Brenda, just 1. Who's the last one?
Dun, dun,
It
dun.
pays to get here early.
Oh, we
Oh,
got room for one more.
we got room for one more. I know there's at least 17 of y'all watching us right now because
Right.
I can see the little eyeball with number 17 above. And there's usually more than that. It's weird. So if you know what we're talking about, I got room for one more reading. You have to say me and your name in the comments. Me and then your name. That tells us you're listening. Oh, we're going to have a good time tonight.
Right. You over here down in this water.
Well, my voice is a little scratchy. All right. Torres. So is it Jackie or Torres? I'm going to write down Jackie. Because even if that's your last name, I like calling people by the last name sometimes. All right, we are closed. Kathy, sorry, Kathy. Next time. If anybody wants to give it up, though, you can give up for Kathy. Hey, Sonia.
Hey, Sonia.
So Jackie was our last one. So here is the order we'll be reading tonight. You keep trying to say it, but your dad name keep popping up. So here's the order tonight. Pam, Huffy, Christine, Jean, Amber, Cha, Brenda, Jackie. That's who we're doing. Okay, Jackie, thanks. So if you did not get on the list and you're watching this in the replay, in your mind, choose a number from 1 to 8. And when we read that one for whoever 1 through 8 is, just trust it's going to resonate with you as well. So that's all right, Kathy. We'll get you next time. Okay, so Cha, you said you'll give yours up. So Kathy, I'm going to put you in for number 6 for Chamara. So Kathy, you got that one.
Awesome of you.
Thank you. So all right, so we are full. So V, let's talk what's been going on. I know you got a chunk to share.
Yo.
Hey, Eileen.
Okay. So, I don't know if anybody follows me, but I took a 2-week magical sabbatical. Okay. And if anybody wants to know what a magical sabbatical is, that makes total sense. But I was just depleted, completely drained of energy. I was tired. I'm a speech therapist from 9 to 5, so that is nothing but like energy giving all day. And then I have appointments and readings in the in the evenings when I come home from work, and then I read at the Boston Tea Room on every other weekend. So it's a constant shelling out of energy. And I honestly was just feeling like a shell of myself. And I said, you know what? It's time for you to take a break. And as much as hard as it is to put my cards down, because I love to play with them, shuffling brings me a sense of peace. But I was like, I'm putting them down So I literally did not even read. There was no tea on Instagram or Facebook. I did not read for myself. I did not read for anyone else. I put down all my books that I'm studying about hoodoo and root work. And every night I would just come home and literally just veg out on my couch and watch DVR. And it felt so good to pour into me in that way of doing absolutely nothing, you know. And Huff will tell you, we talk all the time, and she's like, you gotta take a break, you gotta rest, I'm like, I know, but I just have this one obligation left, and I just have this one party that I signed up for, and I just have this one thing, and until I got to the point where I was like, okay, I will do that. I have this one thing forever until I have nothing.
Yeah.
And I knew that I was feeling this way because as I'm reading for people, I felt like I was literally pulling information. Have you ever had that feeling, Mitchell? Where you just come pulling for information. It's like it's not coming to you. It's not flowing. And I was like, that's how I know it's time for me to time out.
Yeah.
Time out. So it took a two weeks of no reading and just kind of, I did write a tarot class though in the interim, which was awesome. It just fell out of my face. But so yesterday, actually Friday, I picked up cards. I worked at the tea room, but Sunday I'm officially off. So I'm back in the fold.
Good for you. So, hey, Eileen, Sue, and Terry. Good to see you guys. So, well, I'm glad you did and listen to your body because so often we don't do that. And not just in this stuff. I mean, you know, I go on 2 big vacations every year. You know, usually my birthday, usually Fabian's birthday, usually September, usually March. So we were gone for about 15, 16 days and had an amazing time. Let me tell you, Quebec City is so beautiful, so European, so magical. And then we did Saginaw, Halifax, Sydney, Charlottetown, Newport, Rhode Island surprised me. I could live there. I know it's a very kind of wealthy white town, but I was like, they had a Starbucks and a Panera right by the port, so I was happy. But you know, Portland, Maine, Boston was amazing. We walked the Freedom Trail. We put 25,000 steps on the day. Just, you know, St. John's, I think it's New Brunswick versus Nova Scotia. But anyway, it was amazing. But usually when I come back, hey, Eloy and Christine, thank you, Christine. Yeah, when I usually go on vacation, I usually come back and my first message is this to people when I do my weekly stuff, and that is you've got to plan your vacations, you know, and you whether it's a day or 2 days or whatever. So if you immediately start, and I say this in my weekly message, I said, if I start telling you you need to have a vacation and you start going, but you don't understand, that is the very reason why you need one. If you start playing victim but you don't understand, excuse, it does not have to be a 15-day one. Fabian and I work like you, V. We work 2 jobs. We do things we love, and we plan for 2 big vacations a year. And it's not something I grew up doing, and it's something that he pushes me, and I am so glad when it's done. And he doesn't push me in a bad way, but he you know, he says we're going to do it, and I'm like, okay, yes, we are. I get us there. But, you know, but plan it. Don't just say, you know, Friday night, go, you know what, I'm going to take a Saturday off. No, plan it. So a week, 2, a month out, so you can look forward to it. And you know, you could literally get by on $50, find an Airbnb, pack a lunch, you know, do an afternoon overnight, wake up late, you know, do whatever you have to do. But it's very important for the body. And, you know, if you don't know, my corporate day job is as a group fitness manager. I teach mindfulness in a clinical setting, you know, in ICU and other programs. And, you know, so I exercise for a living. I exercise 6 days a week, and I have for 32 years pretty much. But when I go on these vacations, I do not exercise. But I get my steps in because we don't take the elevator, you know, which is so funny because, you know, 10 to 25,000 steps is nothing when you're used to doing, you know, hardcore exercise. So you know, and then I get to eat what I want. But I highly encourage you to set up those vacations for yourself. And, V was asking me about, you know, did I put my cards down? Well, I took a deck with me because, well, that's what you do as a reader.
Of course. I kept a deck on me, even though I never used it. I have a deck on me at all times.
I had my little mini Rider Waite. But I don't think I ever pulled it out. But the funny,
cute.
Yeah, it is a cute one. It's not as cute as this one. Can you get any smaller? Can you get
I
any
cannot.
smaller?
I
Um,
cannot do.
but yeah, but and if you've ever been on a cruise, typically you sit at the same table every night if you sign up for that. Well, we did by ourselves for dinner because we like to
Nice.
just be us. Breakfast, we like to sit with people because you can just sit with them and then not see them again. But
Mm-hmm.
dinner, you're stuck with them every night. So, but our server, Dewan, who was just the crew was mostly, or the servers in the restaurant were mostly Indonesian, but he at the end of our first night dinner, he's like, "I'm going to do a magic trick for you," and I'm like, "What?" So he pulls out a
What?
deck of cards. He had a different color deck every night, and they were like very plasticky, but they were just
Uh-huh.
regular playing cards. One night they were rose gold. One night they were black. One night the black they were like the deck where you can barely see and until you, like, what is that one? The signal? No, you have it. What's the black
Me?
deck where you can barely see the images?
Oh, True Black?
True Black, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that. But and they're just playing cards. But he probably bought a set of like 5 cards with different
Uh-huh.
colors. But he would do some cool magic tricks, and then he would show us how he did it at the end, which I was so grateful.
He was so grateful.
I hate magic tricks where I don't know the answer. But the first night, I kind of think I freaked him out because I'm like, he was done, and he said something. I said, "Well, now give me the cards," and I shuffled them. And I said, "Do you have a burning question on your heart?" And
Only you.
he's like, "Well, I'm a YouTuber and I do music, and I was just wondering what my next life incarnation, like in this lifetime, what my next career."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, let's do that." So I boom, 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 5 cards, and I said, "You need to stop fiddling." The cards were like, "You need to stop fiddling around. You need to." One of the cards was 6 of hearts. So I said,
Okay.
"What did you dream of doing when you were a little kid?" And he
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I wanted to be a pilot." I said, "Well, I'm not saying be a pilot, but I said,
Mm-hmm.
go back to why you felt that. What was it about a pilot that you wanted to be?" I said, "And that's what you
Real.
need to attach to." So I kind of think it might have freaked him out because I don't know if he was a hardcore Muslim, but most of Indonesian people are Muslim. And they were Muslim, and we talked about Ramadan and fasting on the cruise and what's that like. But so I might have stepped into some territory that scared him.
A whole different situation.
But he was doing magic tricks, so it was fine.
This is my magic trick. This is my magic. Enjoy. Yes.
But yeah, it was a blast. It was a blast.
Awesome. Yeah, your pictures looked amazing.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm just kind of like going through the comments here, and Eileen, I think, said she hasn't had a vacation over 12 years. Eileen, you got to vacay, babe. Even if it's a staycay, you have to for yourself.
No, she needs a vacay because I think if I remember correctly, Eileen, how many cats do you have right currently?
Oh.
How many cats do you currently have?
Yeah, buddy. And yes, Huff, 40th birthday trip, book it. Like, don't wait. If you have the means, if you have the time, take it. What are you waiting for? Even if you just go by yourself, go. Do something.
Yeah.
Don't just let another year, especially 40, a milestone year, just kind of roll around like every other day, Tuesday.
Did you see that? You see how many cats she has right now? That's why I know.
Wait, in your home?
Eileen, she doesn't know you like I do. Eileen's been around my blog talk radio show for years, so I know about Eileen, and she is a cat saint.
Oh my gosh, you need a break. That's like having 33 kids. That's like a classroom every day when you come home. You need a break.
Oh, and 3 dogs. Hey, Troy.
Oh my gosh. Lisa said she took a 2-week vacation to Disney for the first time in over 5 years. Congratulations. Nice job. Yes. Yes, we all need to heal the healer. Definitely.
Well, this is Eileen said, "I'm a true animal lover." And Eileen, I know you from years, and I know you are a true animal lover. And the message I would say to you or anybody that, thinks that the kids or the family or whatever need them, and that's why you don't take a vacation. You need to take the vacation for you so you can be the best for them.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, and especially cats, because they feel your energy. They feel your energy.
And I am a firm believer of people are only, and the word is, I don't want to use the word obligated. It's not obligated, but they're only entitled, I guess you can say, to your overflow. They do not get your last. It's on the people around you, the people that you help, your kids, your pets, your children, your family, your parents. They can only have your overflow.
Yeah.
Because when you are down to your last little bit, you are irritated, you're upset, you just kind of like chomping at the bit. And so now your energy is rah to everyone around you, and their energy is going to mirror yours. So they're rah. So everybody's just in this funktastic space. So it's like you have to take that step back and say, let me fill my cup completely up until I'm overflowing. And now I can shower and wash everyone around me. When it's like I said, I have a son. And so when mommy's happy, baby's happy. But when mama is not happy and she's irritable and she's cranky and we just in here doing this. But it's not until I get myself together that I'm able to overflow and he's good. And we're all in this happy, joyous space together. So that goes for everyone here, you know?
Eileen, remember what I said at the beginning? If you start to say your excuses and push back, that's the very reason why you need to plan and find a way to do that. Because you've got to be the best you can be for those babies, for those cats, for those rescue. You really do. So I challenge you to find a way. Let spirit guide you. So somebody said, hey, from Boston. Hey, Sharon, I was just there. We walked all over your city. Oh, my gosh.
Yes, Nancy, no one gets your last. Eileen, and it's funny because a friend of mine posted the difference in relationships. And I know we're talking about pets, but it's still a relationship. Need versus want. When we have this feeling of being needed, there's this feeling of we'll never lose. If somebody needs me, if something needs me, then I will never be abandoned. I will never be lost, you know. But you still have to pour into yourself for that sense of self-care, you know. Have this feeling of, I get it, you save and rescue, and that's amazing. But I want you to make sure that you're taking care of you so that you can continue to save and rescue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And don't worry about nobody going with you, girl. Go by, bye. Go by yourself, honey. It's less people to worry about what time people getting dressed, what time people going to breakfast, what time people want to do. Have your own itinerary. I promise you, if you go by yourself, you will come back a changed woman. Mark my words. If you do it, mark my words.
So I want to say a couple things because I know Troy and Jean are out there, but for anybody, but I think Troy and Jean would love this. There's a new deck that is going on Kickstarter tomorrow. It is called Tarot of the Divine Masculine. And Christiana Gaudet did a review. I posted that on my Facebook page. It's right there now. Seth of Coming Out Tarot did a review. And there are gorgeous, hot, realistic naked men all over this deck. So it's not going to be for everybody. And I did say the word deck with the E. But they are very... in nature, very realistic. You know, it doesn't have a pornographic feel. It has a beauty feel, and it's two gay guys. I think they're from like kind of Central Europe, like some of the Slavic countries, like Hungary or somewhere. I can't remember. In Christiana's post, she wrote more about that. But yeah, it's kickstarting tomorrow. I don't know the price or anything, but really beautiful images. I'm trying to remember like one of the specific images. Oh, the Ace of Wands. It's this giant tree trunk coming out, and this naked man's climbing up it, and I'm like, girl.
But this looks like a penis.
Huh?
Let's not forget that part.
Yeah.
It looks like a penis.
Yeah. I mean, anytime I pull the Ace of Wands, I immediately, this is the start of something sexual, energetic, transformation, creative. You know, it has that fire, has that sexual Kundalini energy. So definitely check it out. So V, it's about that time. You got anything else to add to tonight, or you want to get? So is there anybody else that's bothering me? I gotta adjust this. I'm seeing this. I'm gonna move your name right in the middle of your block, and I'm gonna move my name in the middle. We've done this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm like, now I can see it more clearly for some reason tonight. So I'm going to be reading with the Deviant Moon Tarot. Why? Because tomorrow's Halloween, and I mean the month of Halloween.
Come on, October, yes, this is my month.
My daily posts are going to be from the Zombie Tarot and the Deviant Moon Tarot all month of July. Yes, Troy, Penis and Tarot, sign you up. Go to the Kickstarter. Kickstarter.
Did you say Kickstarter?
I said Kickstarter.
And of course, I repeat it because I'm super immature. Oh, and I just want to say that tomorrow if I was still married, it would mark 14 years of marriage. But I've been divorced for 3 years, so it's null and void. But I just want to put that out there.
Well, happy anniversary. You got married on October 1st?
Huh?
You got married October 1st? Oh, sweet.
2000,
Don't do the math.
Yes.
Don't do the math. It don't matter right now.
I am reading with the This Might Hurt Tarot, another Kickstarter. I was asked to review this deck. It is absolutely gorgeous. First off, you guys know I love black everything. So this actually has a black holographic edge to it. I love it, love it, love it. And the pictures are just absolutely beautiful, multicultural, multiracial. It's just amazing.
2 boys.
And I just want to add this before we get started, if I can find it real quick. This is the first differently abled deck that I have come across.
Really?
We have seen black, we have seen white, we've seen Asian, we've seen young, we've seen old. But this is the first. He's the King of Swords. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? We never see different abilities in decks. We are just merging out with where we're seeing different colors, so I'm excited about that.
And I'm on the Kickstarter for that deck, but V got it early. Oh, who is it? Is it the King of Swords?
King of Swords. Wow. And he's in a wheelchair. I've never seen a deck that has had, like I said, differently abled individuals. So I am super psyched.
He looks like Mr. Limpet. You remember the incredible Mr. Limpet? Limpet?
No.
It was Don Knotts, and he fell into the ocean and became a fish.
Oh, no. I did not.
I think it's before your time. You're a little young. You're a little young. All right, so so if you're watching, let me see. We got we're down to 18 people. Where'd the other 6 of y'all go? You got tired of us talking. So here's the dealio. I've got 8 names. If you did not get on my list, then it's okay. What you do is in your mind, you just choose 1 through 8. And when I get to 1 through 8, whatever number you choose in your mind, you just trust that that's going to be for you as well. Number 1 is Pam. 2 is Huff. 3, Christine. 4, Jean. 5, Amber. 6 is Kathy. Thanks to Cha giving it up. 7 is Brenda. 8 is Jackie. So Limpet, yes, Mr. Limpet. You're right. So when we say your name, let us know that you're there. And then also once we give you a reading, if something really resonates or it makes sense, just let us know. So we know you heard it, but also that, what we did and said is on the right track. You're giving it power by acknowledging it, and everybody who's here watching it is going to acknowledge it as well. And that gives it more power, to become what it is and what you need. So, all right. So, you want to be first or me first?
I'll go first this time.
Okay, cool. So Pam, let us know that you're still out there, and you're the first one. And then Huffy, you'll be up next.
All right, Pam.
Oh, Bart came in the room. Hi, Bart.
Oh, babies. All right, I'm reading. I'm not going to do reverse tonight, so everything's upright. So Queen of Cups. So with this coming up, it's telling you, it's the same thing. Self-care for you. Pour into your own cup before you pour out for others. This is the card of nurturing. It's the card of listening, your intuition, all of that good stuff. If you lubricate your own machine and all of that is moving and flowing, you'll be able to move and flow and help other people in their flow. So take some time out for you to really pour into the nurturing that you need for self. Okay?
Beautiful. And from the scary deviant moon for Pam, I got what is it? 2 of Wands. And I love this. Now, when I read from crazy decks like this, I connect with the original meaning, but I also got to go for other things. This guy is digging a hole. So you've got to make a choice here. 2 of Wands is usually about choices, but I love that it's like the 2 choices are going to bring you to one conclusion. So get the choices done. I don't think it's going to matter which choice you make. I think either one will bring you to the same conclusion, to the same thing. And I also love that there are these little, looks like almost like cloves of garlic or something. Mm-hmm. And I would say you're about to plant something. You're about to plant something that oftentimes is kind of stinky and doesn't look that appealing, but who doesn't love garlic? You know what? Everybody loves it.
Good.
You know, so I really feel like making the choice is going to bring you to this. Making the choice is going to get you to the logical conclusion faster, definitely faster. So Pam, let us know how that worked for you. Huffy, you are next, and Amir, it's good to see you, but we've already chosen the 8 people. So anybody joining or watching, choose 2 through 8 now, and that just let that one resonate with you. So that's how we're going to work there. So Huff, let us know you're there.
For you, I have the 2 of Pentacles. So this is talking about you having to do a lot of juggling. There's a lot of things that are going on in your life right now, and it feels like you're the only one that can keep them afloat. Okay, I understand that. And it's an emotional situation for you because I feel like if you take a step back, that everything is going to fall apart. So what I'm employing you to do is to learn and see if you can delegate some of your responsibilities. What can you put down right now so that you can achieve the balance that you want in life? Sometimes it's work-life balance. Sometimes it's self-people balance. But it's about you finding that balance so you're able to work all angles. Okay?
Hey, show us that card again. Are those just their clavicles there? Is there something going on with their...
No, I think those are just their clavicles.
Okay, maybe it's just the image. Oh, love this deck. I'm so excited to get it. So Pam said, so needed. Pam, glad that resonated with you. Perfect. So Huff, from me, ooh, this is the 8. I have to look at this. This is the 8 of coins or pentacles. Once again, we're slaving away, working so very hard. And it's so interesting. I love this guy just kind of sitting here. And it's like, I want to tell him to take a break. You know, I want to tell him to sit down, you know, even though he is, but he's still working. He's like exhausted. You know, it's like that baby that's at the food table eating and he's falling asleep in his SpaghettiOs. Yeah. It's like, put the baby to bed.
Yes.
Stop it. So it's time. It's time to take that break. Cool. So Eileen, did you choose that one and it resonated with you?
Who is next on our list?
Christine is next. Christine is next, and then Jean. So Christine, let us know you're here, and then Jean, you'll be next. Remember, if you're just joining us now, choose 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, and let that reading resonate with you as well. Christine.
So Christine, for you, we have the 4 of Cups. All right. So in this space, it's telling me that you have taken, I feel like you've taken a time out. But this time out, I feel, even though it's like she's sitting here, she's kind of meditating by this tree, getting some sense of grounding. But she's also ignoring things that are being offered to her. Right now, it feels like this pouty type of situation, you know, not paying attention to opportunities that could be coming because you're kind of mourning the opportunities that are back here that you feel like you no longer have, and you're needing to woo-saw your space past that. Okay, so if you want some changes in your life, if you want some, you know, emotional change, you are the one that's responsible for getting up from this tree. Do what you need to do by all means. Sit, pray, meditate, whatever. But you have to get up and you have to get moving to get the cycle flowing again. Okay?
Cool. So, I love it. Huff said she always says I'm going to break someone's clavicle. I love it because I'm like, I'm so drawn to this girl's clavicles right here, those collarbones. So Donna said the Deviant Moon scares her. Yeah, it's a wild deck, but boy, it speaks so loud to me. So all right, so Christine, from me, this is one of my favorite cards. Speaking of wheelchairs, this guy, it's a wheelchair. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is, for Christine, I would say, this is the time to really start taking some steady steps forward and movement. And again, this guy is looking to the past. So I think you are going to need to look a little bit into your past to see about some of the paths you've taken and not take those again. So look to the past and then let's start moving forward. But slow and steady is the Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and just keep taking those steps forward and you'll get to where you need to go.
I like it.
So cool. All right, Jean. Jean is next.
All right, Jean. Let's see what's coming up for you. And I usually don't do this in a live, but Jean, getting the color blue, so clearly there's something that you need to get off of your chest. Out of the throat region.
Listen to her.
Off your chest. Speak up.
Listen to her, Jean.
And the Strength card here comes up. So once again, having that sense of fortitude, having that sense of willpower to actually tame your beasts, to be able to speak your mind, to be able to really exude the type of strength that you have internally, externally. She's like closing the mouth of the beast. So I feel like you can be rah 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 rah, but you're like kind of taming it, kind of shh, be quiet, don't make too much noise, don't rock the boat too much. But this might be a situation where you have to step in and really open your mouth and roar. Okay, so that's for you, Jean.
Cool. Hey, Myrna. Yes, I knew I recognized your name. It's good to see you here. So, and Christine says, Christine, what did you say? I think you said that made some sense. That's right on. You said that's right on. So, and for Jean, from me, oh, look at this, the world card.
Ooh,
yes,
beautiful.
It is. And, Jean, you and I have offline kind of friendship and stuff like that, but I also know that this card resonates with you, as in it is time to bring some things to a close. It is time to move on. This is the ending of a chapter, and just look at this beautiful, beautiful imagery. And again, this person, this image, woman, female, siren type energy is looking to the past. But I think this is like, oh my God, I'm kiss the day goodbye. Da, 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 da. What is that? I'm hearing the song in my head. And to tomorrow. What I Did for Love. That's the song. Google What I Did for Love. I forget what Broadway musical it is from, but go listen to the lyrics of that song, because I think this is about moving on and moving forward. So I love the imagery on this, even though it's kind of freaky, but for you, Jean. So good. I hope that makes some sense. All right. We have Amber next.
Amber. And I decided to take a number before we got started. 5 was my number, so this is going to be a message for me that I'm going to listen to, but it's for Amber.
It was for Course Line. Thank you, Eileen.
Let's see. All right, Amber. Ha! The King of Swords. Just talked about this card. All right. So this is talking about you stepping into your power of communication, of being logical, of being analytical, making some decisions, okay? He is in a chair, but it means absolutely nothing. He can use his mouth and his words, his intentions to really make the magic happen in his life, okay? Being very sharp, being very critical. Manifestation is also coming up. So speak into existence what it is that you want. Okay, the bird here is for message. So give your message and send it out into the world. Okay, be decisive. Step into it.
Call aggressive. Aggressive.
Aggressive. BEAGGR. Yes, it's aggressive.
You know what else I love about that card is he looks like a fit older man. Like he looks like he was an athlete, in the chair as well. Mm-hmm. I love that. And it's just, when you hold it closer now, I almost feel like he might have a little bit of an Asian vibe too. So it's just, again, the deck is beautiful. And it's, This Might Hurt is the tarot deck. This Might Hurt.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This tarot deck, yeah.
So Jean said that makes some, he said, thank you, I know what that means. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So Amber, from me, Amber, I gotta look at this. I don't know this deck well enough. Ooh, 9 of Wands. And this, I love, again, this imagery. It's like, I just want to go, girl, I know you're tired. It's okay. The flame is still burning. You still got a little bit more work to do. And it's interesting, again, for me, when I read decks that I'm not that familiar with, in a moment, this person, this being is going to get up off their butt and walk up the rest of the stairs. So it's okay to take a break at this flight of steps, but there is still at least one more flight of stairs to go before you get to 10 of Wands, and then you're home, and then you're done, and then you're exhausted, and you fall into bed. But you got a little bit more work to do, but it's okay to take the break right now. The flame is still burning.
And like I said, that message was for me as well, and that just made total sense. So,
oh my gosh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Good. All right, so Kathy is next. Kathy.
Oh, this one fell out as I was shuffling, so we're going to go with it. The Knight of Cups.
Oh, has he got a Starbucks?
He does have a coffee, Starbucks. We'll go with that, yes. So, Knights are all about movement, and this is about emotional energy. So, I feel like there may have been some some mood swings we may have been on, some ups and downs that we need to figure out how to level out and make balance. He's got his cup of coffee, and maybe that's what's needed to balance you out, especially in the mornings. But it's about finding, what do you need for balance of your emotional state. I feel like it's like a rush in, and it's an emotional overload, and this sense of being driven emotionally. But while that's all fine and good, don't lose sight of where you're going. Okay? Don't follow these twists and turns because you're just erratic. So make sure you stay the course. Okay?
And, I just listened to Teresa's podcast on gesture and poses. And I'm really thinking a lot of that tonight. And this guy, he's very calm. He's very stable. Yeah. Look at him. He's holding the cup. He's steady.
Coffee.
He's holding his coffee. He's steady. He's riding a motorcycle. But look, he's upright. He's on a mission. He's on a real good mission, and he's very steady and stable. So, Kathy, from me, I'm going to look at it ahead of time. Oh, okay. Ain't nothing about what everything I just said. Erase that. Tower.
Okay.
So, but I will say this, and again, I'm drawn to this being falling, the green one, and I'm so got to tell you this. You are not going to hit the ground. This being actually has the ability to fly, because it's like I see them at the last moment going zoop and taking off. Yeah. And I don't always see that. So I really feel like you escaped the collapse just in time is what I feel like. And you are ready to fly. She said wings on the helmet. Yeah, this is it. You are ready to soar right now. And if the tower did not get struck by the moonbeam or light or whatever that is, the bolt of lightning, you would not have left. It's like, okay, oh crap, let me get out of here. It's like you saw that it was time to go and you went. And I feel like if you've ever watched those videos of people walking down the street and right after they pass the building, the ice falls and it literally just missed them by this much, that's what you did. That's what you did. Yeah. And it was your divine timing and trusting your gut.
And it's funny you say about him swooping, because that's like the up and down energy of that Knight of Cups, that mood or whatever, that emotion, whatever it is that took you down, you are able to elevate and bring yourself back up. It's a matter of you finding out how to get steady. So. And
here's what I would like to know. Shah, if you're still here, I want to know if that resonated with you as well, since you took it but gave it up. I want to know if it resonated with you as well. So Brenda is next. We got Brenda, then Jackie, and then we will close it out. You're welcome, right. Kathy.
You're welcome, Kathy. Brenda. Brenda, for you, I'm getting yellow, willpower, solar plexus chakra. And look at all this yellow in this card, the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles here is talking about generosity and reciprocity. So just make sure that you are receiving an exchange of what it is that you're giving out. Okay? This is telling you that you want to have this helper spirit and this helper energy of, being a boss and being able to just kind of, throw coins at people, so to speak. But this balance has to stay. That's most important. So once again, that willpower, making sure that the decisions that you're making benefit you as well, and you're not becoming a martyr and just kind of giving. Okay?
So I got to talk about that deck is so fabulous, because look at this woman. I mean, the energy, the attitude, if you're a tarot reader and you see these, I don't know how you can't feel so much more than the traditional right-away we've been given, which I love, but it's like I take those traditional meetings and it just gets just colored and influenced and built and expressed even more. I love it. Oh, I love it. All right. So, and for Brenda, from me, let me just look at it ahead of time. Oh, I love it. This is, let me make sure. It's 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles. Now, I got to tell you, I'm drawn to the person under the table. And I've seen this before, and I'm not usually drawn. But this is, at first I was thinking, oh my gosh, are you bearing the brunt of somebody else's work? But that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little bit of hermit. See how this person is kind of hidden and they've got their own little play toy. So I want to tell you it's okay to retreat. It's okay to go, Go play with yourself. It's okay to not be part of the game that's going on outside. You know, you don't have to be part of the cool crowd. You don't have to be part of the group at work or the friends. You know, if one friend says, let's just me and you go have coffee, leave the rest of, okay, do it. So this really makes me feel like be conscious of who you're hanging out with, because you don't want to get caught up in that chess game, which is all about strategy and competitiveness. You want to go have some frivolity and play like a child. And only a child's going to get underneath the table and play like that. That was one of my favorite places to be in our motorhome, underneath the table. I don't know why.
And I love how you explain that, and it goes with that 6 of coins. When you saw the hands reaching out, it's like this gimme, 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 and you giving your energy to things that may not suit you, but you feel like you have to be in this game or you have to play by the rules, but you're not receiving anything from it that's going to fulfill you or fill you.
This card popped out, so I just have to show it. How beautiful is this 8 of Cups?
Yeah.
Just turning away from all that's in front of you, going off on your own. Just beautiful, and all that red energy. So Brenda said, I've been that way lately. Good. I'm glad that resonates with you. All right, last one for the evening. Jackie. Oh.
All right, and for you, I have the 4 of Wands. I got the 4 little bunnies underneath the little the wands and the wreath and the whole shebang. So this is talking about finding sanctuary, finding a sense of peace, working really hard, and then being able to relax and lay down and have that sense of woosah. Okay. This can also, traditional meaning can also signify some kind of celebration, whether that be a baby shower or a wedding or some kind of party. If it is away, go. RSVP and go, because I feel like it would serve as both the party itself and also a vacation for you to take some time away. Okay? So if that resonates for you, definitely. If not, just have a staycation. Find a place that makes your soul feel soothed. Okay? So.
And I love this, the devil, which is just what you said. The devil's often about being trapped and chained in place. You know, so if you get the invitation, go. Now, again, I'm looking at posture and gesture. This devil is in movement. This devil is looking to the past. So I want to encourage, this is from Spirit. Ooh, this is a heavy one. Stop going back to the past. You have got to move beyond the shit that you've been through. Stop replaying it. Stop giving it the power. Now is the time to break some cycles. And I feel like there's going to be some ancestral cycles that you're breaking as well. But I really feel like it's time to break free. One of the best ways I tell people to do this, as you're going through your life, anybody, and all of a sudden you have just a memory. Like the other day, I was like, oh, I remember being on that boat in Alaska 10 years ago. Just stop when you have a random memory from the past, especially if it's like under 10 years old. Stop if you can and just step into that memory and look around and communicate with your younger self and just say, what's going on? What's happening? You as an adult who knows better now can counsel that younger self. And I believe it makes a difference in your current life. One of the best things I remember, I'll never forget, and this came to me, and I know it from hypnotherapy now, but I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, and I was like, I felt this energy come up. And in my mind, I could see this little towhead boy, which is just a little white-headed boy, which was me. And I thought, oh my God, that's my 6-year-old self. And I just instinctually said, come sit on the bed next to me. And I just started weeping. And I started talking to my younger self. And I said, it's going to be okay. Life is going to be grand for you. Look who you are now. You moved through a lot, but because of all the stuff you've been through, you're going to find a better purpose and more love for yourself. And you're going to be stronger and more resilient. And it was such an amazing moment. It was like, a regressive therapy session for me. So just step into that energy of any memory that pops up and just visit with it. And just ask your younger self, what are you trying to tell me? Or just visit that memory and enjoy it. So it's a really cool thing to do.
I love it.
Cool. So Angelique said, I picked 7, but 8 resonated more. Cool.
That worked.
Good. That's all good. Oh, well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Thank you. One more thing I want to say about this deck is that it is very gender fluid. And she makes a point to, if the card doesn't have to have a gender, she puts animals. So there doesn't necessarily have to be men or women on this card. So animals we have. The Five of Wands is another one where you see a lot of fighting, competition. There are dogs on that card fighting over sticks. So just adding more to that deck.
Hey, I just saw it earlier. Did you show the back of that deck? It was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Because it's one of those, Christiana said this about the Tarot of the Masculine Divine. It's one of those where you can't tell if it's reversed or not.
Yeah.
So because she said, I hate when I can see the back of it and I know it's reversed.
It's reversed. Yep. Yes.
You're welcome, Eileen. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for being here.
So much for coming, guys.
Hey, and go like V. Red Light Readings is her website. Mitchell Osborn is mine.
Yes.
You can find Mitchell Osborn on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. V, where can they find you elsewhere?
They can find me on Instagram at Red Light Readings, on Twitter at Red Light Reading No Us, on Facebook, Red Light Readings.
Cool. And we'll probably be back in a week or two. I know the 14, 15, I've got launch tonight at work, so it may not be 2 weeks from tonight, but it'll either be a week or 3. We'll figure it out.
We'll just throw it out there.
And there was something else I was going to say. We're both available for readings. You know, you at the Boston Tea Room in person, me at my house in person on Saturdays, and virtual stuff all over. But yeah, so, this is what I was going to say. Feel free to share this post, retweet it, subscribe. That's one of the ways we can help build the following and stuff like that, which is always a good thing for everybody.
Yeah.
And I say, the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me sees and recognizes the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste.
And I say namaste.
All right.
Good one.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for coming to join us.
Mwah. Bye.